Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery. Long time no see, everybody.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. How's everyone doing out there? If you're there, say hi. We just got here, so I see Kimberly, My Beaded Bliss, was here earlier. I don't know if you're still here. It's not showing me any numbers for anybody here, so I know I'm here, so I don't know why it's lying to me. But we are back.
I'm not here.
Andrew's not here. I'm barely here. I am barely here.
Adjusting.
We are still adjusting to time changes and culture changes and
All the changes.
all the changes. And we're doing house changes, car changes. There's been so much going on in the background, everybody.
Yeah. We're kind of playing catch up after being gone for 2 weeks. So there's just like a lot of chores.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting ready for Small Business Saturday, which is this Saturday.
This Saturday, we have a show in Johnstown this Saturday for Small Business Saturday. So I will probably be at the show and Andrew will be at the store. So it's going to be a busy weekend.
We'll see if I'm not thunderstruck from trying to make as much stuff as possible.
We are it's also Black Friday, which is a whole thing in and of itself. Small Business Saturday, and then we have Sunday, which is nothing but sometimes the biggest Sunday of the year because of Small Business Saturday and Black Friday, and then there's Cyber Monday technically. um Andrew's rolling his head and his eyes. So much is happening. Then we have
I don't know if it'll be anything though, because I don't think we have anything for Small Business Saturday. We were open for Small Business Saturday.
yeah, but I don't remember doing anything. I mean, it wasn't busy at the store, I don't believe. I can't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Been a year.
It's been a year. And it's been a long year. I am not seeing any comments. Is anybody out there? Are we actually streaming? Are we live? This is unusual not to see anything happening. This happened when I was in Italy.
I see Susie's watching on Facebook.
Yeah, there's some people saying hi on Facebook. I'm not getting any comments through here. This happened when I was in Italy. I streamed from StreamYard and nothing showed up.
I mean, it's Mercury in retrograde, so
it definitely is. But let's see, is there anybody out there watching us on YouTube?
make sure to turn the volume down.
Yeah, it is. Let's see. Where are we here? Where's my channel? View your channel. We are live. We've got people out there. Oh yeah, tons of comments. So hello everybody. It's not showing the comments here. I don't know why. It showed Kimberly's comments before the live started. Norma's here. Marianne's here. At least. And Susie's here. Diane's here over on Facebook. But we're not seeing any comments here in our video. So this is not ideal. Let me split this screen so that I can see comments on the computer instead of actually where they're supposed to show up in the video. All right, so I'm just going to turn off show comments on the stage because you obviously aren't going to see anything there. All right, let me see. Let me make sure there's not some kind of weird setting that happened. No, it doesn't look like it. Sorry, everybody. So I don't know. Don't know what's happening. but we'll do it this way. At least we've got the computer beside us this time. So if we miss your comments, sorry. I'm going to keep trying to keep an eye out over here on the chats on the computer. So we'll try and keep up that way. Yeah, there's so much happening. We found out that some of first our checked-in bag got stranded in Florence, which was not ideal, but that happens.
We weren't super concerned because everything came through fine.
Well, and we talked with them and they were like, don't worry, we will get you. They knew where it was. Like, it wasn't lost.
No.
They could look it up. They put tracking on them now and it was scanned in and they knew where it was. So that helped us out feel better. And then he was like, don't worry, we'll take care of you. So that was good. Unfortunately, when it came through customs,
Well, first of all, they delivered it in the middle of the night,
yes.
but they didn't tell us, even though we were awake and the window
Oh
was
yeah,
lit up
the whole house was lit up because we were doing stuff last night.
cleaning,
We were cleaning and
vacuuming,
rearranging
stuff.
Yeah,
And so they couldn't ring the
they
doorbell.
didn't ring the doorbell. They just kind of hid it on the porch.
And so we got a notice this morning they left it last night.
Yeah.
And so that's not ideal because I did pack art supplies in there, and some of those are maybe are usually temperature sensitive. So we'll see if those got ruined or not. I haven't cracked them open yet, so maybe hopefully that'll
Yeah.
help.
There's Susan. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so we got that. And then they put a little slip in there from the Department of Agriculture saying that we had to take some of your things.
Border, it was from Custom and Border Protection.
Yeah, and the Department of Ag.
No, it
Oh.
was just, it was an agricultural notice from Border or Customs and Border Protection.
So we were told that from some of our friends that when they do take things, they usually leave a note saying we took this or we took that. When they have to confiscate things for customs. Well, they put something in there just saying that we took something.
And so we dug through and we're like, what's missing?
What?
It doesn't seem like we brought some arnica cream back and we're like, oh, well, maybe it's the arnica cream.
Yeah, and then we brought melatonin pills and we're like, maybe it's the herbs and the melatonin and that they were all in there.
And then like William at one point picked up a rock.
I just picked up a random
and
rock.
was like, here you go. This is pretty. We thought, well, maybe it's the rock.
And I don't see the rock, but
no, it's in my.
Oh, you found it? Okay.
It's
So
in the toiletry.
The rock is there. But what unfortunately seems to have been taken were some very nice cameos that were set in silver.
One was in gold.
And one was in gold.
Not high carat gold, but
no, but still. And I guess because they were shell is why they took them.
Yeah, but the thing that is kind of suspicious, and the reason why I say suspicious is because those were in a cute little easy to pocket little package.
Yeah.
Little tiny little something that somebody could slip in their pocket, no problem.
Yeah.
But we have some shell buttons that we got, but they didn't take those.
They didn't take those. Yeah, who knows? They were already made pieces, like they were jewelry pieces. So kind of sucks. But I guess.
Luckily, I had the other the loose cameos in my carry-on.
Yeah, we thought these were in the carry-on, but they weren't.
No, they were. I was going to show them to my teacher, but we started talking and I got distracted and I put them in my pocket and my apron. And my apron has deep pockets, so If it goes in the pockets and don't come out.
Teresa says, can you report it to customs?
Well, not really, because they say that
If it's,
whatever they collect is destroyed.
yeah, it's supposed to be destroyed.
And if you complain enough, they'll fine you.
Yeah, you can be fined and actually brought up on charges. So they get what they get.
I mean, it's not worth it
No.
at that point.
Susan is here. Other Susan, thank you for joining us. Sorry, I have to look this way. If you're just joining us, the comments aren't working on here again, like they weren't on my live from Italy. So I have to look over the computer. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Let's see. Michelle, I guess Hubs is home, so that's good. I sort of said Norma's here. Kimberly is here. Okay, I think that's anybody else out there while I'm looking that way. So anyway, that's the one bad thing.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, it's one of those things where our travel was pretty smooth except for that.
Yeah.
And
if that's the worst thing that happens,
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal, but it does suck. And I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't and be like, pretend like I'm happy about it and be like, oh, sunshine and rainbows and kittens. Because if I saw them in person, I'd cuss them out.
Yeah. So, oh, Angela joined us. Hello, Angela. So yeah. But anyway, that's if you've been following the Lost Bag saga, that's the end of that. Hopefully. Nothing else has been lost that we can think of, we've gone through, I think, pretty much everything. And we think we have everything else. Most of it was packed in the carry-ons, thankfully. And that was a quick process through carrying those. So we have stuff for you though tonight. This is not just a hello, welcome back, although that's kind of nice, and complaining. We have some fun stuff. We showed you some stuff while we were in Italy. We did a live. So Mary says cussing out customs with this administration, probably not wise.
Oh, wow, it's worth it.
It'd be worth it, he said.
If I get taken, I get taken.
Oh boy, here he goes. But we did a live from Certaldo. So if you missed that, you missed some really awesome beads. The first few days we were there, we found a lot of nice beads, and we put them
to Florence.
Went to Florence and found some nice beads and put them up for grabs. So do check that out if you missed it. Those are CER lots, I believe. So lots of cool stuff there. Still a lot left. We started the day today kind of going through that, unpacking those and trying to get them sorted. We've got a lot of them sorted out, but we have not finished everything yet. So we're working on those. And today we have things from Venice, Murano, Certaldo, where else? Other places.
We're in Siena.
We were in Siena. I don't think we got anything in Siena.
Just food.
Yeah, good food everywhere. So yeah. But we're gonna show you some of the things we did too. We painted some tiles, y'all. We got crazy with the ceramics and painted some tiles, glazed some tiles, I guess. And so we're gonna show you those. And I did some weaving, which was really cool. Kind of makes you want to loom. But I did that, and I'll show you the piece that I made. And then we'll get into the live. Oh yeah, we have some leather totes too, toward the end of the show. We have beads, we have glass vessels, we have some ceramic, we have some pins, we have some leather totes. we found these leather totes at a really good deal, in some cool colors.
And I carried this all over Venice.
Yes, we did. We carried it all over Venice, night and day.
William was like, "How come you're going so slow?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to keep up."
And then I carried them the second day.
And then he was like, "Oh,
yeah, it's like, oh, these are a little heavy. Let's see here. Norma says, I missed your live and a lot of posts from Italy because I was on a trip at the same time as you were. So not keeping up with social media. I have a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, where'd you go, Norma? So glad you both had an awesome trip, says Susan, but I'm really sad those cameos were stolen from you. I know.
I'll be all right.
I know.
I'm sturdy.
He's sturdy. So, yeah. So we've got quite an array of things for you all tonight. And we hope you like it all. Teresa says, I'm saving those pretty pots I bought from you to share with my daughter for a Christmas present. Oh, good. Nice. Diane says, yes, we saw the beads and spent too much. Is there really ever too much that you can spend on beads? Never enough beads.
You know what? I have a lot of beads and I still want more.
Right? And he still buys more.
There'll never be a time when I stop.
Right? He says, just get used to it, right? Hauling leather around Venice is not my idea of fun, says Marianne. Luckily,
sturdy of character.
Luckily, it was cooler out. It was not a hot day.
You're strong in your heart like a bull.
Yeah, right. Gave my heart a workout. Norma says, visiting my friends in Virginia. Not as exciting as a trip, but lots of fun for me. That's good. Susan says there is something magical about beads. Right? There is. So let's flip the camera around. I feel like, should we do that already? Let's do that. And we'll show you some stuff that we worked on.
People have been doing.
Yeah, what have you all been doing? We'll talk about that first. I know we've been posting about pretty much everything. So hopefully you've checked.
Look what I ate.
Look what I ate. Lots of eating. Look at what I walked around on.
Look at my foot.
Look at my foot. I did take some accidental pictures of my feet while I was swinging my camera.
Those leather bags.
Not those kind of pictures of my feet. Shoed pictures of my feet walking around.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, if I could afford leather bags with pictures of my feet, I'm not opposed to it.
Like, all right, let's get barefoot.
Let's get barefoot, y'all. But yeah, so I got my tea here. I did get a little cold or something. I wore myself out, I think, walking around so much, and I was taking some really long walks through the country. And
I didn't have a hat.
I didn't have a hat or a scarf, and I got a little bit of a cold, so I'm a little congested still. I sound like Barnaby. I'm coughing and phlegmy. Yeah, it's definitely not contagious, and I'm over it completely, except there's just that breaking up of all that stuff. So I'm drinking warm tea, and I've got my water here as well. Cindy's here. Says, welcome back. Can't stay visiting family now. Well, thanks for popping on. Cindy Moats.
Oh, in West Virginia?
Huh?
In West Virginia?
I don't know. Visiting family. Where are you visiting family? Marianne says, I saw a diamond brooch that belonged to Napoleon taken after the Battle of Waterloo.
No, you had it?
Just that I saw a diamond brooch.
Oh, I was like, you a jewel thief?
Yeah, I know, right? Getting ready to do a large vendor show in South Carolina at Myrtle Beach, says Teresa. Nice. Yeah, we've got a show this weekend for Small Business Saturday. Then we've got Handmade Arcade on December 5th.
If you're in Johnstown, we're gonna be at Bottle Works on Saturday.
Yeah, we're gonna be at Bottle Works on Saturday. We're going to be in Pittsburgh
next Friday and Saturday.
Next Friday and Saturday. I think it's the 5th and 6th, but
5th and 6th.
It is the 5th and 6th. And then we have a show on the 13th and 14th in Johnstown at the Russell House. So
I forgot about that.
So that is 3 weekends with 3 shows in a row, which is kind of wild.
Good luck.
Andrew's going to be with me for at least one of those in Pittsburgh. At least he'd better be.
You do a good job when I'm not there.
So. Oh, well, who knows how good I might do when you're there, too.
No, I'm too contrary.
Oh, are you? He says, you can go by yourself.
You're sturdy in your heart.
You just got to fill me up with all the goodies.
Huh?
Fill up the car with all the goodies. He's making lots of stuff for these shows.
I'll just give it to you and you can fill it. It's easier that way.
It's easier.
Welcome to the factory.
He's like, I'm not packing the show. I'm not packing the car.
I've Tetrised enough.
He's Tetrised enough for
y'all. If you wanted to see live action Tetris, trying to figure out how we're gonna get everything
Hey, Suzanne.
into the luggage.
Into the luggage. Thankfully, Andrew did pack a duffel bag, an extra, in our luggage the first time. So we had that as a second. We only had one carry-on.
We were at 49 pounds.
Yeah. We had taken some jeans out because we're like, I don't know. We took some jeans out before we left. And thankfully we did, because we were at 49 pounds. And 50 is the limit. You go over 50, they charge you like an extra $200 or $300.
With the airline we're flying.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we heard from somebody that they were doing free second bags, checking in your second bag for free. And along the way, we were like, oh, we should have done that. Thank goodness we did not, because that would have been another bag that would have been stuck.
Well, who knows? Like, I wonder, like, if our bag got delayed because somebody was stealing stuff out of it.
Well, they didn't check it there, though.
I don't know.
That wasn't until it got to the U.S. that they opened it up.
But it went through several different countries. So who knows when it happened, how it happened.
Yeah. I mean, we know the U.S. took something, because they put a note saying we took something. Sorry, we took something. They didn't
destroyed it.
And then destroyed it. They didn't say what till we found out.
We had to play a game of what's missing.
Yeah, that was fun.
And we have, just in context, the bulk of the weight of that suitcase was all beads.
Yes.
So we had to look through all these beads and figure out which one made it.
Thank goodness the beads made it.
I know, I would have been gently weeping.
More than gently. Let's see here. Susan's prepping for the Thanksgiving holiday. It was just the 4 here. We want to enjoy our non-traditional holiday, then putting up our tree on Friday.
You're so good about decorating.
You are.
Like, oh wow. The cat's decorated this year.
Michelle's been doing PT. Happy hubby's recovering from surgery well. He's already showing improvement. That's good. Very good. Michelle's skipping Thanksgiving this year.
Smart.
Susan says, I doubt they destroyed them. I know.
It ended up in somebody's pocket, more likely.
Somebody got it some holiday gifts.
I was like, I hope y'all like it.
Right.
And they were nice.
Jermaine's here. Hello, Jermaine. Leslie's here. Hello, Leslie.
Which Leslie? Leslie Pope?
Oh, yep. Suzanne's prepping for a resistance to ice.
And is it a March?
Is it a March?
standing still.
Or are they coming to your area? What's happening? Yeah.
I'm sure they're there.
Because I have not been reading much of the U.S. news.
That was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it was.
You know,
I would look every once in a while.
I was on airplane mode, and so it was a little bit disconnected.
Yeah.
Like only at night for a couple hours, and it was kind of nice, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. There were like I miss like interacting with my friends on social media because our time schedule was really off.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time we got home, usually I only had like an hour or two before I was like passing out.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much time to like read too much news. Like we just got like the bare.
Yeah, I'd read a few articles, highlights, and when we heard the Supreme Court didn't try the case for marriage equality and certain things like that that were important, and sometimes some of the memes popping up, especially with the New York mayor-elect. That was interesting. Suzanne says they are in our area.
Of course, because there's a lot of brown people there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Susan says, we always do a movie binge fest during Thanksgiving, trying to figure out what movies to watch. Border Patrol and ICE were in the area last week, says Susan. We don't know if they are still here. So I spent my afternoon delivering food to people so they didn't have to go out.
That's good.
That's nice. Susie's here. Hello, AGB family. Hello, Susie Wyatt.
Y'all.
I know.
I read some of the headlines and it was like, am I in like the upside down? Like, what is going on?
Kimberly says, I'm just sitting in my living room being forced to watch football. Yuck. Probably going to make my way back to the office. I don't blame you.
Like, gotta do that work.
Right. Michelle says, oh yeah, the 49ers are playing. Susan says, I don't care for football either, Kimberly. That's why we do movies. Susie says, I missed everyone these past few weeks. Where have you been, Susie? We've been gone. You just missed us because we've been gone?
People don't get together.
Or have you been doing other things? I guess not, right? We got to bring the bead fam together.
We thought about going on more, but the time difference was kind of a little bit hard.
Yeah, it was harder, and we were really busy, and we were really worn out.
Plus, like we didn't have internet every day.
Yeah.
Because it's $12 a day to
on our phone plan. So some days we just turned off the internet. Other than if we had Wi-Fi somewhere.
Like if we were going to a new city, we turned it on.
Yeah. If we had to navigate.
But if we were
and buy train tickets and stuff, yeah.
If we were just hanging out in Tritalda, then we just
mostly what off
was just Wi-Fi.
Yeah. There's a lot of Wi-Fi going around.
Well, like everybody had Wi-Fi in Tritalda, which was pretty.
Yeah, it's very big there for the restaurants to have Wi-Fi and give you the password. Restaurants, any business you go into. And I mean that I think that's kind of the same way for bigger cities around the US too, but here that's not really a thing.
Give our Wi-Fi password.
That's not really a big thing.
This is somebody like me now.
Yeah, but like stores around here, they don't really do that. Restaurants, they don't really do that. So it's a little bit different. Leslie says, I'll mostly be offline from the 25th to December 2nd for Blackout the System movement.
We have to make a living, so
yeah,
we can't do that.
Yep. Let's see. Susan says, you were on your honeymoon. No need to worry about us during that time.
Of course we think about y'all.
Yeah, we do think about
it. We've been together. I mean, it was nice to celebrate our honeymoon, but we've been together for a long time, so it's not like we're exploring each other's bodies for the first time. You know, it's not
And
like
our wedding was 4 years ago, right?
we didn't have to do the bundling.
The bundling. Jermaine says, I feel like you both posted a lot and I appreciate it. We tried to. I tried to post on Allegory and alternate between Allegory and my personal one like every other day and then share them back and forth too. And Andrew is really good about posting recaps of every day. I kind of threw up some pictures of every day, but he did the full recaps like he does, and his reels and all that.
Otherwise, I'll forget.
Yeah, it's good you do that because I would forget. And I am.
I'm behind on Instagram. I need to put some more. I also didn't. I was gonna add some more on Patreon, but
Um,
oh wow.
Kimberly says, I put in my headphones and I'll sit in here and watch AG and Bead. Nice. Marianne says, most stores around here have Wi-Fi.
That's nice.
That's good.
Here, some places they have it, but it's not. I don't think it's as common.
Not in smaller towns like
At least
us.
offering it to other people.
Yeah, I mean they have it for their business, but they don't offer it to the public. Some of the bigger like Starbucks and stuff, like the bigger chains do, I guess.
They're like,
But
go to the library.
pretty much. Susan says, I will do some of the blackout stuff. We do have a doctor and vet appointments, and we do have to buy groceries. Marianne loved your door knocker review.
Thanks. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, that like we didn't have a ton of money to be doing a bunch of like
no
a ton of like tours and like gondolas and stuff. So kind of wandering around the city, taking pictures of alleyways and door knockers.
Right.
You can spend that and more doing that.
Oh yeah, and we did. We could have spent much more time though.
Yeah, I feel like we just kind of only got the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
I will say that like I thought Venice was beautiful and I definitely want to go back, but around the tourist areas it's kind of almost like Epcot. And
it's a lot.
It's very,
and we weren't even in the touristy time.
Yeah. And it's a very American and kind of like they're almost cosplaying like they're Italian.
Yeah, when you go into like the restaurants in that area, very fluent in English, very
And at first I kind of liked it. It was like, oh. And then I was like,
oh, I thought somebody started their lawnmower and it's a helicopter going over.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, it was nice at first. And then because I was like, oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
And then I realized that it was like it had a kind of an icky feeling.
Well, it pulled you out of Italy. It no longer felt like Italy.
It's like why it's like you travel across the world and
we were getting really hungry and we were trying to find a spot to eat and not spend a fortune doing it. And a lot of the places in there that we were in the area we were in, they're dressed up in tuxes and they have the linen tables. And we're like, we are not like even trying that. So we found this place and they're like, oh, come in. We just said, do you have vegetarian? They had vegetarian. And so we went in, and what we didn't realize is once we got in there is that we were just then started to be surrounded by more Americans and more Americans and more Americans. There were no Italian people eating there. Not even one. And they were literally no people from the UK, no people from other countries. It was all Americans in there. So somehow we navigated and they pulled us in. And that's fine, but and it makes people feel comfortable and that's good, I guess, but that's not what we were there for. No. And it kind of pulled us out of the experience. So
It wasn't.
And that was the only time on our trip, I think, that happened was in Venice.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something nice about being with, uh, like experiencing a new culture
Mm-hmm.
and that sense of displacement.
Yeah.
It's like it's very eye-opening, I think, about like who you are. You have to ask who you are. And it strips away a lot of like the cultural pretenses I think we have as Americans. Like I feel like there's like if you're in your own culture, there's a lot of ways of like masking who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But when
You learn how to.
you're in a new culture and your language is limited, you can't really get that tricksy because you
Mm-mm.
don't have those years of conditioning. You don't know like, all the kind of like ways of sidestepping stuff or masking things. You kind of have to be like, it brings out the true, like I think it brings out a certain element of truth.
Mm-hmm.
And at least that's what I've been thinking about. Because I was kind of, and it puts up a mirror, I think, when you're around people who, like, I thought, like, because I got kind of annoyed. And that was probably one of the only times that I got annoyed.
He got very worked up.
And I was like, why does this bother me? And I think it's because, it just kind of is like, do I do these things? Am I like, do I feel entitled to take up like this entire space and like move all the
Like it
furniture
was
around
it
in the
was like
restaurant?
all of the American stereotypes were happening
I
around
know.
us. People were correcting people's grammar. People like, and they were in another country correcting something. Like it's just so bizarre.
Yeah, because
Like
there is a thing like there's bruschetta.
bruschetta.
And so the person who's waiting said, would you like some bruschetta while you wait?
Yeah.
And they said, you mean bruschetta? And then they're like,
They're like, sure, bruschetta. Do you want some bruschetta?
and so it was just weird. Like I would never go in to somebody's like culture, even though the waiters weren't Italian, but they lived there and they
Yeah.
spoke Italian.
They might be Italian.
I don't think so.
Their background was not,
I mean,
but they could be Italian.
pretty sure.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that they were not Italian. I mean, they're some kind of immigrant, which is fine. But I'm pretty sure that they were not from Italy because there's certain ways, like you can hear certain, like the Filipino waiter. There, there are certain ways of speaking which indicate a place of origin. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like if I started speaking with like a southern accent, you can pretty much pinpoint that I had at least spent some time in the South.
yeah.
And so,
Just depends what your family speaks at home, though, too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
But we don't know. But anyway, it was very. Oh, my comments all just popped up. It's working now, and all the counter popped up. That's good. But yeah, it was. They were correcting people's language. They were moving the furniture
without permission.
Yeah,
Without
not asking.
They grabbed tables as soon as they walked in and started moving stuff. And I was like,
Yeah,
what if that was reserved? Like, what if that's like,
yeah, they didn't, and
like,
they were loud.
uh-huh.
Like just like it was, it's one of those things. Like it's just such a bizarre thing, and we found ourselves in the middle, and we're like, are we like that? Like, I hope not. Like, I'm like, I hope we are not those tourists when we're in another country. We tried to be very nice. We tried to be respectful. We'd start everything. We try and say hello or ciao, hello in Italian. If we had to flip to English, we're like, do you speak English? Like, we'd use translation. And we had a really good time. Not a single person, I think, got upset with us as far as, having to translate things or having to speak English when we needed to. Um, and many people spoke English,
or very accommodating.
or very accommodating, and we worked it out together between the little bit of Italian we know, a little bit of English they knew, and any other language that might help that I know. They flipped into Spanish a few times because some words were similar, and that worked.
And also, I think we also made an effort, like if somebody only spoke Italian, to try to include them also.
Yeah.
Because at one point we were at a dinner and it was mostly Americans and one Italian person who spoke English, but there were certain things that,
there's it's hard, I think, when you even when you speak another language, if you don't speak it super fluently, it's hard to keep up with conversations.
Especially with a kind of rapid fire.
Yeah. Let's see here. Marion says, I agree. It was surreal to see a McDonald's in the Champs-Elysees.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, it's very.
We didn't go to McDonald's, but it's fancy there. They've got the pastry counter.
Like maybe we should have.
I know we should have just at least taken some pictures.
Because I went to a McDonald's in Hawaii and it was like amazing.
Yeah.
I should have saw what kind of pie they had.
I know. Kimberly says, I would totally go to McDonald's in other countries because the menus are cultural and I wouldn't mind tasting the difference. Yeah, we should have stopped by just to do it. But we can't eat a lot at most McDonald's. So not anymore.
But they do have a veggie burger in Europe, so maybe
they might have. We should have looked.
They could have saved ourselves from that weird experience in Venice.
Jermaine says, I hate Americans.
It was just like,
Marion said, so stereotypes are real. LOL.
I mean, they're generally based on a generalization for a reason.
Yeah.
And we were in the thick of it.
Yeah, it was like every single one that you like, big and loud and taking up space and doing things without permission and just assuming they have control. Like, it was all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear all of it, so Andrew was picking up on a lot more of it than I was, and he was just, I could see like his not anger but frustration was rising.
Well, it's kind of like, I'm disappointed on behalf of other Americans, even though I don't know these people.
Right.
But I was kind of like, I just kind of felt like that was so rude.
Yeah. How do you go to a fully different country? And I mean, it's one thing just to, that's why we're talking to my mom on the way home. And she's like, it's nice that a lot of them spoke English there, because she's like, it's their country. They don't need to. Yeah. Like, they could speak just Italian and be like, there you go.
You know what they do like in Italy? They love Zombie by the Cranberries.
Oh. We heard that a lot.
Every place we went, they had that. I was like,
there was a lot of American music being played, and kind of from the 90s, I'd say, like 90s, 2000s.
80s.
A little bit of 80s here and there. Susan says, oh no, Americans being annoying is annoying, right?
Yeah, but then we went on the water taxi and then I got scared.
Yeah, the water taxi was nice.
It was almost like a bumper car, though. Let me tell you, the first time I knocked into that thing,
he jumped and yelled.
I screamed. The people started laughing.
It's like the ship was gonna go down or something. He was.
I was like, is this Titanic? I need to be prepared.
He's like, where's the life vest? But yeah, it was fun. It was fun. McDonald's in India is delicious. No meat, says Susan.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
we found, there were some places that we didn't go to because it was very meat heavy, their menus. But for the most part, we always found something.
Mm-hmm.
Like we clearly did not go hungry.
No. And everything was so inexpensive, I feel like, compared, not always. Some of the touristy areas were expensive. But like we got up every morning and each had a coffee, an espresso, a cappuccino, a maraschino, something, and then had some kind of pastry. Sometimes sometimes two, sometimes very large pastries. And we didn't spend more than $6 any morning.
Usually it was around €5.
Yeah. Five something, five and some change. And that was two coffees and two pastries, sometimes two pastries each.
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't do that. Like here, at least, you cannot do that.
We went for coffee, and then I was like, I guess this is like a maybe once a week
Yeah.
kind of situation.
We just yesterday, we went out and had some coffee, well, and pastries, and it equated to about 4 days worth of pastries and coffee just once.
And it was like normal price from here.
Yeah, it was not abnormal.
No, and it was like affordable for
this area. Yeah.
But still, I mean,
there's nothing wrong with their pricing. It is right for here, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
You're used to, I'm not used to it yet, but I guess like we were just spoiled by that.
Yeah, food was so much cheaper at the grocery store.
Negroni is $5.
$5 for a Negroni.
Unless you're in the city, then it's $10.
Which is like comparable to prices here.
But here it would be 14 to 20. Maybe not here.
Not here, but in a city here.
Like in Pittsburgh, it would be 14 to 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
And so, yeah, we it was it was nice to see that because we were expecting the opposite. We thought it was going to be, we thought, oh, it's a smaller country. It's probably gonna, we're gonna have to pay more for things. Like a personal pizza was anywhere from about $8 to $12, depending on how many toppings and stuff you got.
I'm talking truffles, y'all.
Yeah, that had truffles on it, and it's like $10.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna live large today.
Yeah. So it was nice. You get a whole, the liter things of water, or is it 2 liters, 1 liter?
I don't know.
1.5 liters, the big water bottles. We got 6 of them
for $2.
For $2.50. 250 euros. And
normally that would be like
this was probably more than that. To be honest, here.
And the reason why we drink bottled water is because they had high calcium in the water.
Yeah, they said the water there has high calcium, and if you have kidney stones or issues like that, they said it's probably best not to drink a lot of it.
I do think it was good for my skin, though.
And I've had a history of kidney stones, so we were not drinking the water.
Because most of the days there, my skin was very clear, and we came here, and then not anymore.
Not anymore.
So my mom would crush up some calcium tablets and smear it on my face.
Music is universal, says Marianne. Says I actually listen to mostly European bands. Let's see here. Oh, Anne joined us. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining in. Sue says, it dumbfounds me that Americans travel abroad and then are offended that countries don't follow American traditions and complain. How weird is that? I know. And you hear those stereotypes and you're like, I hope that's not really true. We witnessed it. It's true. Munich and Lucerne were expensive. Italy was the opposite, said Marianne.
I could see that. I mean, you have to pay someone this place to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Anne says, we all have YouTube names. I don't remember that before. I don't know what that means.
You're on YouTube?
But it took forever for the comments to come through. For the whole first part of this, I couldn't see anybody's comment. And finally they popped through. So maybe that's part of the reason why. I don't know. But I can see comments now again, which is great. I don't have to look over here.
I bet we had a lovely time.
We did.
Jen was incredibly generous.
Oh my goodness. Like, talk about not getting work done, her own work done. Because she spent so much time with us and the crew.
Very lucky.
Yeah, that was amazing. And she speaks Italian fairly well, very well. And she did a lot of translating for us, which was great.
She answered a lot of questions because, like, there are subtle differences.
And some not so subtle, like the trash.
Uh-huh.
The trash, Italy tries to do as much recycling and reuse as possible.
Which is awesome.
They're trying to get to like a no waste kind of system.
But if you are not used to the rules,
yeah,
it can be slightly daunting.
Literally almost every single day of the week, there's a different kind of trash that you have to put out. Some days are organic, some days are plastic, some days are cardboard, some days are a mix.
And the cardboard, if you have cardboard from pizzas, I mean, I guess that they don't recycle that here either.
No. So it has to go differently if it has pizza grease versus whether it has.
It can be organic then.
Yeah. So it's very different.
And the bags, they're biodegradable.
All of the plastic bags are compostable, biodegradable. Yeah, vintage bags. But yeah, they're plastic bags that you get in stores and stuff, all biodegradable. The flatware, the plasticware that you get, compostable. Takeout containers, yeah.
So either bamboo or the plastic is compostable.
Or compostable plastic. The plastic bottles are much thinner. Sometimes it was hard to drink out of a plastic bottle because it would start to crush. Like it's not this like thick plastic.
The other thing that they had that was different was that the lids don't come completely off.
No, none of the like these little screw-on caps. Like when we take them off, they come off. All of theirs are attached, and they have a little hinge. They have a little hinge that you can do.
We thought something was like we just kept getting the one that got stuck.
Yeah.
And then we're like, this must be a thing.
This must be a thing. But then, like, I see this now. Mine says recycle this bottle with the cap on. So that must be a thing. Let's see. Jermaine says you both looked so happy and relaxed while there.
Mm-hmm.
Susan says no styrofoam. I didn't see any styrofoam.
I don't think I saw any.
We didn't come across any. I can't say there is none, but we did not come across any.
And then they also use like like glass is a little bit different there, and like how they package stuff's also a little bit different.
Marianne said, no, Anne says, our recycling guidelines are always recycle with caps on. Sounds like Italy made it easy. Yeah, they definitely did. Marianne says, our vegetable bags are biodegradable and we don't have disposable plastic bags. Yeah, some of ours are. Like if I go shopping at our grocery store, their fruit and veggie bags are biodegradable. If I go to Walmart, they are not.
Also, how you shop for vegetables in a grocery store is different.
Different.
So you have to put gloves on before you handle the produce.
Yeah, they have prepackaged produce or the loose produce. And if you're getting the loose, you have to you put gloves. They have glove stations, plastic gloves. Then you pick your produce and you put it together. Then you put it on the scale. And then you print your own label for it instead of taking it to the cashier where they do the labeling and all that. Like here, we just throw it in our carts, and at the cashier, they weigh them there and they have a weight machine and you do all that. This, you actually weigh them yourself, print out your own label, and then take it to the cashier, which
I
is
guess also the fruits and vegetables, they're not coated with anything. Sometimes like here they'll coat stuff so that it will last longer. And there it's like fresh. So you don't want to keep people handling stuff, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. Let's see here. Jermaine says they care about the environment. Yeah, it's obvious they do with as much recycling and trying to get to zero waste they're doing. Marion says we have deposits on our bottles, so they are returnable, but caps off.
They had in the bigger cities you could turn it in for credit.
Oh yeah.
They had those machines.
Hmm.
And we could put it in.
I didn't notice those.
They're at the train station in Florence.
Uh,
Because I was like, why is this recycling thing so big?
yeah.
And then I also noticed that the recycling like containers that people would just throw stuff were usually empty. And I think it's because the homeless people would get it
Grab
and
it.
then put it in the machine.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of homeless, but we did see some.
Depends where you were.
Yeah.
In the big cities there were.
Yeah, there were definitely more.
Oh my gosh, the one dude, he was waiting for a like they have this in Florence, they have this statue.
We showed videos of it if you saw it.
And it's like of a pig and
Wild boar.
you touch its snout and then you put a coin in its mouth and the coin is supposed to fall and then go into the fountain. But there's no water in the
It's supposed to
fountain.
give you good luck.
And so he's just waiting there so he can swipe all the money.
Yeah, there was a guy sitting at the statue, and you knew he was sitting there waiting to grab the coins.
Which is fine.
Hey,
whatever.
he needs it.
But let me tell you, if you were gonna somehow be tricksy about getting the money, there's a fountain in that San Giuliano. There's piles of money.
Mm-hmm. And like, I wonder how long that, like, if that's one season, if that's like 1 week, like
I don't know that. They said 10,000 people sometimes come a day.
Yeah.
And it was full of money.
Yeah,
like
but it had a grate over it.
Thousands of dollars. I'm not even like exaggerating. There was like piles of coins and bills
from all countries.
And it was like not small bills either.
Yeah, I don't know what they equated to in someone's country, but
I don't know. But there's like a $20 bill.
There's some people wanted some good luck. Some people wanted some good luck in those. But yeah, so it was a very nice trip, and we did have a lot of fun, and we did a lot of things, and we saw a lot of places, and Jen was a super great host, and our Airbnb highly recommended.
It was very convenient.
It was right in the middle of everything.
And it was very clean and it was modern.
Yep. Like Jen took us to the grocery store, but if we absolutely had to walk, we could have. It was only a few blocks away, really. And we could walk everywhere. We walked to eat at night. We didn't need a car. We didn't have a car at all.
No.
So everywhere we went was either by train or walking, or Jen took us in the car. But
we had a taxi one night.
That's right. Jen got us all a taxi.
Vico de Lisa.
Yeah. And but really, it was not hard to get around, which was super nice, because around here, if you want to go anywhere, you pretty much need a car. We don't have a lot of train service or bus service. There are some buses, but they are we're rural, so they will go places, but they don't always get you where you need to go in a timely fashion. Like if we wanted to take the bus to some cities like Pittsburgh, or we would pretty much get there and have to turn back around by the time we had to get the bus back. So it's really nice to be in a place where you can jump on a train and be in a different city in 30 minutes or an hour.
And the trains were
clean and fast, and English and Italian, both spoken.
One day the doors didn't open.
The one day the train doors didn't open, and we were not used to that, because every train we'd been in, the doors opened. And this one was an older train, and I think we found out that there are buttons on these trains.
If it doesn't open, you can push the button and it will open the door.
Yeah, and so ever since after that point, we hit the button every time.
But we weren't the only ones.
No.
Because there was a lady and a guy, and they couldn't get off either.
No. Marion says that's generally true for all of Europe transport. Yes, it is.
It
From my experience in France, it was that way too. Kimberly says, I have to drive no matter where I want to go. Oh, the joys of living in the country. I know. But
I mean, we used to live out on 90 acres. If you wanted ice cream, you got to pack the cooler.
It took a while.
So you can drive quick.
Right. All right. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around a little bit. And let's take a look at some of the things that we did in Certaldo.
Not just Certaldo.
Well, these things are. These things are true.
Oh, what we did.
What we did. Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Did you bring your weaving?
Yep. I have my weaving. All right. Why is this?
Who are we?
What is happening? Back ultra wide, back wide. Let's do this one. And then I got to change camera. There we go. Okay. So lights.
I do think this room, for whatever reason, my legs always fall asleep.
Start hurting, fall asleep. Yeah, you're used to sitting on the floor, and you always have problems up here.
I don't know what it is.
So this is my tile I did. How about that, everybody?
You took it while I was in class one day.
Yeah, so these tiles, they do them. So most of the time, they do these tiles bisque, and then they have people glaze on the bisque. And the real way to do it is to have it, have the bisque have a layer of glaze on it, and then you glaze on top of the glaze. And so they asked me which way I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it the real way. So I did that. But what that also
did
on top of the glaze.
Yeah, because I was on top of the glaze.
Yeah. The thing with that though is it does not soak in the glaze. So if you have thicker portions of glaze, like I got a little bit thick here on these blue portions, then what ends up happening is they fire it in the kiln and then it can wash off because it doesn't adhere fully. So they actually did a layer of clear over top of mine. They fired it twice and did a layer of clear to keep the colors. I like how it ended up looking.
I think a second fire actually made it better.
Yeah, I think it really looks good. Lovely tile, beautiful tile. Jermaine says, love your tile, William. Thank you. Ann says, nice. Thank you. And then Andrew, of course, did one. Oh, well, that's bizarre.
What's that?
Your computer restarted because of a problem.
What problem?
I don't know. This computer, I'm starting to feel like,
Mercury.
oh, it might be getting too hot because that heater is pointing close to it. It's like heating up. That might be why. And then Andrew did a lemon. He
I
didn't.
wanted to paint a face on it, but she just took it away.
He didn't want to do this style, so he ended up doing a lemon, and I think it came out really good.
And she was a good teacher.
She was a very. Did you have Chinsia too?
Uh-huh.
Chinsia taught us how to do it, and she did a really good job teaching us, I think. And then, of course, Andrew had to do another.
Well, we had extra time, and so she's like, "You want to do another?" And I said, "Okay."
So this is Andrew got to do a face.
She also found out that I could paint.
Yeah, I came in and was trying to, because he kept saying I want to do a face, and they were confused. Like, what are you talking about? And we're trying to translate it. And I had some pictures of some of Andrew's other paintings that have faces on them. And they're like, oh, he paints. And we were like, yes. So we did this. He did this.
Apparently, I watered it down too much, and it made those little speckles.
There's too much water, so they pop in the kiln. It's too wet. Both tiles and especially the little dish with the face. Love them, says Anne.
Thanks.
There's the face, says Norma. Love that lemon, Andrew.
Thanks.
Your tiles are amazing. Love your tile too, Andrew, says Jermaine.
Thanks.
Thanks, everybody. So there's that.
It was fun.
That was very fun.
And I got used to it. So it was even though I paint regularly, it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah. He's still looking at his now, like, could have done this. I can see it.
Well, now I know better.
Right? So we did that. And then while Andrew was doing his tiles, I did a weaving project. And this is the back. This is my weaving project. And
I made a hinge.
Andrew made a hinge, yes.
A hinge.
A hinge in his metal work. But
that doesn't look good.
I like this. I think it came out real good. So she had this set up.
Her name is Rosalia.
Rosalia. And she had this set up with the brown, kind of brown burgundy and white. And so that I had to use. And then the rest of it is all my choice that we made. And so that is my little weaving.
It turned out good.
And that took 4 hours, 4.5 hours, I think, to actually do.
Pretty fast.
And so that is, oh no, come on. Sorry, everybody. The camera keeps wanting to flip. All right, there we go. Let's see. Very special souvenir, says Marianne. Kimberly says, oh, that's neat. Jermaine says, great color choices for the weave. Great weaving, William. Thank you so much. Weaving looks amazing. Thank you. Nice weaving. So many fun projects, Suzanne. Weaving is time consuming, says Marianne.
At first, when I looked at the website, it was all pictures of little kids weaving.
Very little kids weaving.
And I was like, bro, I will teach you this kind of weaving. And luckily, when we talked to her, she said that it was going to be on the loom and it was a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. I realized I didn't tuck this one end in here.
You need a needle?
I'm gonna, at some point we'll do it. But I still have to, I didn't even finish tying. I have to finish tying these few knots here.
Go do tie one or two.
No, that's all right.
I was gonna say then they can see how it's done.
Yeah, I'm not great. I have to really concentrate on that. I kept messing up my knots, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll do that for you." I'm not great at knotting things close to where they need to be. Walking the knot is not easy for me. Anyway, that's what we did. So I'm really happy with how that turned out and how my tile turned out.
Mhm.
All right, now, so here's the deal, y'all. We forgot that we used the letters ITL already. So we already pre-numbered everything with ITL. So we're going to do ITLs again tonight. And
These are different.
these are different ITLs, and they'll be dated on our spreadsheet and stuff. So it's not a big deal on our end. But if you do go back in time to watch the video for the ITLs that we did before we left for Italy, I think it was on November 3rd. If you are watching from that video, please let us know that you are requesting from that video if you're going back. Some of you said you didn't get to see some of that stuff maybe. And so if you do go back that far, at this point in time, we don't have people that generally go back that far. But if you do, just let us know that this is from the earlier ITLs. Jermaine says, I've done a beginner loom weaving class and your sample was way nicer than what I had. Thanks. Yeah, I had a good time doing it. I had a good fun, and she was a great teacher. She made it very easy, and this was a 12? I forget what they're called. It had 12 switches on it, 12 levers to pull to make the different kind of patterns. So, like each one of these weaves, like this one, to get this kind of herringbone kind of look, you'd flip certain levers up and down, alternating. And this one is like a 1-2.
I like that.
So every other one, like one would be up, one would be down, one would be up, one would be down. And it was done that way. This one, it was like, I think 5 and 6 and 11 and 12 were down, and then it would walk its way back. It was interesting how it worked. And then this one was like, I think 2 up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down on this one. But depending on how you move those levers is how the pattern would come out. And it was really cool to play around with that a little bit. Computers are restarting
Take
again.
a class at Contemporary.
I might.
They have a huge weaving program now.
The projects look like fun, says Suzanne. Yeah, I think I'd be interested in that. Beautiful work, says Michelle.
You could go and hang out with Jenny D. Benedicto.
D. Benedicto.
Because she got bit by the weaving bug.
Yes, she did. Yeah, I can see why. Because I think, like, I don't know if a table loom, because I use the big one where you actually stand at it. If you saw any of the pictures we posted, you stand at it and it's big. The table ones you sit at and they have fewer little levers. I don't know if I would have as much fun with that because this was like a whole body thing. Like,
you might, because it's the one that she got. They have pedals, so you use your feet and your hands.
That could be good too. Oh, Michelle needs to go. The game is getting exciting. See you, Michelle. We're gonna get exciting now too because we've got things to show you. So let's show you. Let's get this show started. Except I don't have a computer to tell you if anything's selling yet. My computer's still restarting. It just restarted again. So hopefully the computer isn't dying, but I think it's just hot.
It'll be fine.
The fan stopped blowing on it. All right, so you all know how this works. We're gonna give you the lot number papers. prices per item or per lot, number of lots available if we have multiples down here in the corner. You send us an email with that lot number. So just take down the lot number, ITL1, for example, put it in the subject line of an email, send that email to info@allegorygallery.com. It's that easy, first come, first serve. These are all items that we picked up in Italy.
They said that these are from Murano.
Murano.
We also found out, because some of it I was like, are you sure these aren't Czech? And what they were told, we were in Venice and we were walking down a side street and happened upon this museum of glass beads in Venice.
Uh-huh.
And what Juliana told us is that a lot of the machines after 1997,
96 or 97, yeah.
they sold them to the Czech Republic.
Yeah. The Venetian machines, they stopped using them. They kind of weren't producing as much glass. And then they sold them.
And so some of the styles from the Venetian styles were carried over into Czech glass. But these ones were we were told that these ones are from Murano.
Yep.
We found these in the wandering around in Venice.
Yeah.
You went down the side alley street, you all would probably be like stranger danger time. There's no lights in the windows.
Let's see, this camera is acting up. Let me try this other camera. It seems so wide now, but
And
that's better.
we found those.
So you get 14 of these beads for $12.
And they have a little bit of a kind of a silvery.
Yeah, they've got that silvery
kind of luster.
Really pretty. ITL1. And I don't know, there's my.
I also try to find
These are about 13 by 22 millimeters.
a little bit bigger beads. So not just seed beads.
Yeah, there were lots of seed beads, and we were trying to not just do seed beads.
Because we already have a bunch of vintage Venetian seed beads. So we thought maybe we would get some beads that are not
Right.
y'all would like.
Next up, same style, different glass color. And these are vintage Venetian. And these are same size as these, same style as these. You can see here. But there are also 14 of those, $12 for the 14 of those. There are 9 of those lots available.
And it's interesting because we were told that the woman who I'm actually listening to a book. It's called The Glassmaker, and it's about the.
I heard that.
And I was like, "Oh, we just heard about
just
that."
heard about her.
And so apparently, being a woman was not really common as a glassmaker in Murano, and so
they didn't work the furnace.
No, they didn't work the furnace, and it was very male dominated.
But there was one.
So she kind of started the bead kind of industry and started mostly with the chevrons.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that eventually developed into the seed beads. And they hired just like tons of women, and they had these things that kind of looked like a rake.
Yep.
And it was like a
string them up.
There were needles. I was like, that's so convenient. Like, how come we don't do this?
Yeah. I don't know how they passed them onto the string. Like, I didn't understand that part.
I also don't know how they counted.
Yeah. But
like maybe you fill up the needles and then like
they also they also had some kind of machine that they used to do patterns when they were doing fringe and stuff.
Which boggles in my mind.
Yeah, it looked like just a metal thing that slid back and forth, but somehow you used it to create the patterns of stringing up the beads to make, like, if you wanted like you know, triangular shapes or pointed shapes for fringe. It was amazing. Anyway, 12 beads here in the purple color, same style, 11 lots available, ITL3. I wish I could tell you if anyone was selling, but I can't see yet.
We also saw the tools. We didn't when we went to Murano. We actually didn't get a chance to see any of the demos, because we got there kind of late.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I thought Murano was gonna be like little,
Yeah.
and it's not.
I mean, we didn't get there very late. We were there early. We left early for it, but it was just like by the time we got there, figured everything out, it took what, 3 hours to get there.
Took about half an hour to an hour.
No, to get to Venice, and then we
Oh.
we got to Venice
So
early.
we went to Venice real early in the morning, and we actually didn't go to any of the museums because, for one, they were kind of expensive, and then number two, like I think I realized that I have kind of like a cap. Like I can see like 2 museums at most before like when I was in art school, I worked with an artist named Jerry Saltz, or he's an art critic. And he says you reach a point where you just start looking at ding dongs and butts. And
You hit
he's
that point.
great.
Yeah.
And it's kind of true.
So these are 6.5 millimeter. These are these kind of wonky rounds, dimpled rounds. And you get for $10, we're giving you a bag of them. And some of them, you might see some other colors every once in a while. These are mostly kind of a gray color, but there's some red and there's pink and blue in there. They're mixed lots. I can't actually tell you how many and you might find a random, like here's a random bigger one in there.
And it's funny because these kind of look like the German beads.
And there's a random clear one in there. So yeah. I can't tell you how many there are because I didn't have time to pre-package all of them.
But that is definitely made in Italy. And
yes,
it was like some of the stuff that we found.
These are
was, like,
vintage Italian.
The bags were disintegrating.
Yeah.
And so
so you get the whole lot of those. Marianne says, I told you Murano could be a day trip plus.
Could be like a week trip.
I know. I feel like.
And we spent a lot of time there, but also, I mean, we spent how long did it was like an afternoon, really.
Yeah.
And we made a mistake. We got for just to go to Murano and back, and we should have got the water taxi for everything.
And says number 4 is dreamy, right? Aren't they cool? And only $10 for the whole bag. We're giving you good deals on these, y'all. Now this is number 5, and they have some of these in pink, the same as the number 4, but then these also have, it's a mix of these kind of I don't know, they look like a seed to me, like a seed pod or a little tiny seed. But you get those with those little I don't know, dimpled rounds. And so you get a whole bag of those again. And it's a mix of those 2 beads in there, and then maybe some extras here and there. Who knows? You might get other colors in there. This bag doesn't seem to have any, but I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
That's the part. That's the ones that the bags were
Well,
disintegrating.
yeah, there's one. That's a bigger one than all the others.
So
these are like little teardrops.
There's a couple randos.
And they are kind of like egg shaped. They're like more pointy on one end than the other. Kind of like a teardrop or an egg.
I think those are so pretty.
They are really pretty. I'm going to leave some of them out here. Oops. But I'm going to put the whole bag then behind like I did the other one. So you get the bag of those as well.
I think we're extremely lucky to find the things we did.
Yeah, we just found stuff like it just came to us sometimes.
And like I said, I want to find this. And then we would turn the corner and there it would be.
Sometimes in the weirdest little shop, and we'd find it there.
Like the first time we went to Florence, when we stopped for lunch, I was like, I hope I can find a bead store. And the bead store was across the street. And it didn't look like a bead store from the
No.
front. It looked like a fine jewelry store. But I saw a little tiny kind of bag in the one of the side windows. And uh, then when we went inside, then we asked around.
Yeah. So these are little green rounds, but there are some blue ones in there. Like I said, sometimes you're gonna get a few randos in there. But these are about 6.5 millimeters as well. Well, they do vary. That's about 6 millimeters. They're not all the same size. They are vintage, but very pretty green, mostly green. Like I said, there's some blue in there, but that's okay. And you do get the whole bag of those again for $10.
And none of these places took credit card. It was all cash.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to be kind of picky about what we picked out. So we try to get a good selection. And the other thing is that we had to haul everything.
Yeah, and we had to make sure it fit in the suitcases.
Oh boy, it was piecemeal. I did build in a little bit of tolerance in my personal item.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And we packed a carry-on that we didn't carry on originally.
I mean, it was a little bit like Tetris. I had to move things around, and I was stuffing the shoes with dirty socks.
Yeah, you were.
Like it was stuffed, like a little Thanksgiving turkey.
So these are little coins, I guess, puffy coins, but they've got a little dimpled design on them.
Some of them kind of look like little flowers.
And so you're going to got the bag of those as well. And those are,
And that's a generous heaping.
yeah.
Because usually this kind you only get so many.
And this is about 6 millimeters by about 4 millimeters. And you'll get the bag. And I'll leave some of those. So those are really pretty red. Really nice red color.
Good for Christmas.
Great for Christmas.
Be doing stuff for that.
And just a little dimpling on the sides.
Or Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day coming up.
Valentine's.
Valentine's. Great deal, says Marianne. I hope people are enjoying these and taking advantage. Our computer's finally, maybe, crossing our fingers, coming up. So we can see if any of these are selling. Hopefully you all are liking them.
I hope so too, because I was like a pack mule.
Yeah, we
this
hopefully would
around
like
the
to
city.
make some of our money back and make our effort worthwhile.
Now this y'all, I was gonna
Andrew's like, what are you doing?
I said this is a little bit too good of a deal.
So
Because
these
what I was gonna do is separate everything out.
are
And
mixed lots.
see if this is a little bit faster.
Yeah, because we wanted the show to happen today, and I wanted these to be in it, but really these ones
Those are very rare.
are very rare. If we made mini strands of these, we could sell them probably for as much as we're selling the whole bag for.
And we had the lady, oh my gosh, This is from the shop that was from 1938. So before Nazis and stuff, before fascism really there. And so the lady, I was like, and in there, and I was like, Strano Perline. And she's like, Nostrano on solo bene. And I said, Strano e bene. And she goes, oh. And so we were
Trying to get strange beads.
and so and she found like two of these beads, and I was like, more. And then so she was digging around. I said, what's in that box? And we basically played that game.
Yeah.
And then she somehow cut herself and like bled everywhere.
Yes, she did.
Um
So
but
these are mixed bags. You are not going to get the same beads
no.
every time, but this is a nice selection.
And,
And
glass and plastic.
these are drilled. They look like they're not,
The hole
but
is small.
the holes are small. They are delicate, but I did stick a string through them just to make sure, and they do go through.
It's slightly curved.
It is slightly curved,
There, go, show.
and you got to be careful with them.
Show it.
So there you go.
Thin.
No, this is a pretty thick cord, and it went through.
Mhm.
So there you go. And I'll take that off now, so I don't. But there it goes, and you get the bag of those for $10. That is an excellent deal. And
cheaper than our luxury bead one.
yep. And as Andrew said, I think these are the plastic ones in here. These ones?
That one's a super sparkle.
Yeah. These
Those
are
vintage
plastic.
Italian plastic.
But they got that A, B. They're so pretty.
Mhm.
So you get a nice mix of stuff in there. Get these if you like them now, because we may end up sorting all these out and making strands too. And if we do, that, the prices will definitely be going up.
Yeah, because you get like the look at the draw.
Yeah.
And then that other one, if I'm stranding everything up, it's gonna go up.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we don't have a stranding person.
No, we do not.
That'd be nice.
All right. Now, is that price good on that, Andrew? The one that I put on that one?
Sure.
Okay.
So we got a couple vessels.
If y'all like vessels,
small vessels,
get ready.
In Venice.
Because
we don't want to be clinking and clacking.
Yeah. Kimberly says, is 8 all plastic or a mix of glass? I think
Mostly
the
glass.
only plastic, I think, are these and the red ones that look like those.
It's mostly glass.
It's mostly, everything else is glass. Like these are all glass. Everything else is glass.
It's all made in Italy.
Yeah.
I said, is this from China? And she
She looked affronted at first.
She looked like I had slapped her. And it was pretty amusing.
All right.
Let me see that cap real quick.
So this vessel is ITL 9, $38. Kimberly says, love the mix. And this is so cool. We have, we looked this stuff up too. We have found online this vessel, but not with the cap.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only one that like online we were looking, do people sell these? People have sold these, but we've not seen anyone with one that actually has a cap. And so I think we priced this really well, $38. And the vessel is gorgeous, says Jermaine, right?
Isn't that pretty?
Smoky Cat is kindly helping me choose, says Susan. That's cute. We only have one, obviously. And here's the cap.
I think it's pretty good.
The cap actually, depending on how you turn it, in some places does not like come off.
No, don't be messing.
I'm not messing too much, but beautiful Venetian glass, gorgeous vessel. One of these available. If it's still available, I don't know. I can't see. I'm going to start putting some of these away, though. Just another look real quick. If anybody's just tuning in, you get 14 of these. This is ITL1. And if you are just tuning in and you missed me saying it, yes, we didn't realize we did ITL numbers before we left for Italy. So we're doing ITL again because we already pre-did these. We already picked it out. But if you want to go back and watch those other ones, just let us know in the email that you are looking at them from the earlier video.
Just watch this one.
Just watch this one. Is the vessel modern or vintage, says Jermaine. They are vintage. They are vintage vessels.
I wasn't interested in anything that could be like
super modern or found easy. There was a lot of things that we could have picked up.
Like
that
there
were
were pendants and there were €3 each.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could just like start our entire store full of this shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and there were a lot of like little glass animals.
Yeah.
And I kind of was to the point because we walked 10 miles.
Yeah.
And we looked at pretty much every single store in between those 10 miles.
Yeah.
And so we could see kind of the things that were being like overly produced. So we tried to find things that were really unique and different.
Yeah.
Mostly people,
you know, the things we like to get for y'all and the things we like to work with. Stuff that's not found everywhere easily.
And let me tell you, some of these places, you'd never be able to find it. I mean, it's like the luck of the draw on some of those.
And let me tell you, trying to find these online to find pricing, or it was just not possible on some of these.
Well, we are trying to do our best. Some of the vessels, though, go for hundreds of euro, and some of it, they have like mass-produced stuff that they kind of make that's not as good. But we try to find really fun things for y'all.
Yeah. Let's see. Susan says, I have a large 5 inches or so glass paperweight with millefiori from my paternal grandparents.
That's nice.
That's awesome. The top of the vessel reminds me of it.
See that?
Yeah. Sorry, but I'm just putting some of this stuff away.
Yeah, we had a pretty good
more
time
vessels.
finding things. I saw a dead rat though one day.
Yeah, we did walk by a dead rat.
I got horrified.
Yeah, he got very horrified.
And he was like, "You want to go back?" And I was like, "Hell no."
He's like, I would like to go a different way on the way back.
But for the most part, the city was extremely clean. Like, I mean, I would always been told that it's a dirty city.
Yeah, we've always heard like the canals are dirty.
And
there were fish swimming in the canals. Like
the water was like crystal blue.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those beads are the color of the water. And we were told that there were dolphin sightings. I didn't see it though.
Yeah. My vases are vintage now, says Marianne. Susan says, Marianne, I'm vintage now. Likewise, Susan, says Marianne. Okay.
Yeah, we found some good things.
I'm going to leave this out because I don't know if it's sold yet because I can't see the emails yet. The computer's slowly coming up. I thought I did good. Yeah.
I don't know why.
All right. This one is also a very special one. This one we priced at 38 as well. And this one is this beautiful orange. Look at that.
It's like a tangerine,
It's
and then it goes into
nice.
of a more kind of blood orange color.
And it's got the cane work down there,
Uh,
little bits here and there. And I just love the shape of this. It has some like indented parts. If I can show you, like there it is. It's kind of like a 3-sided indent. So it says, love that tangerine color. Me too. So there's that one. I should try and give you some sizes on this maybe, huh? I don't know.
Those would be great for little bouquets.
Let me switch this to inches. And so these are about 2 3/4 inches. At least this one is by about 3 inches. And this one at its widest. This isn't perfect, but it's about 3 inches as well.
Sometimes I store my decorative head pins and stuff like this.
Yeah, like can you imagine beautiful head pins coming out of there? Look like a flowers out of the flower vase. And it says, always remember the longer cheddar cheese is aged, the more delicious it is. Right?
And it's got crystals.
And it gets crystals. Who doesn't want crystals?
My foot.
Okay, this one. This is ITL 11. Yeah, not in your foot for sure.
But you know what? I had no gout problems while I was away.
This one we priced at 28.
I like this one. It's a little bit more subtle.
It's more subtle. It with the lights on, lights hitting it, it looks good. With the lights off of it, it's definitely more subtle. It's hard to show you, but yeah, like it's definitely more subtle in the dark. But when the light hits it, you got those beautiful blues and reds.
And that kind of brown.
Yeah. Teresa says, I ordered 2 things, the mixed bag and the vessel. I'm not sure I read your numbers right. I can't tell you either, Teresa, because my computer is not up.
Not yet.
So these are ITL 9, ITL 10, and ITL 11, if that helps.
I kind of feel like we just have to like roll with it.
Yeah. We're rolling with it for sure tonight. All right.
I mean, when we were in Italy, we used a paper towel roll as our studio stand.
Yeah, that was quite the show.
I mean, you gotta make it work and use what you got.
Marianne wished she had some cheese in the apartment.
I would like some cheese.
I know. ITL 12 is this beautiful blue.
You know what?
This is $32.
Not break out at all while we were away.
No, I did make sure to take my allergy pills every day. That helps. But I didn't get any extra breakouts the whole time until I got on the plane, which was also the day that I did not take my allergy pills because we had them packed away.
But I also think like we ate a bunch of like
The plane the plane foods would have been full of preservatives, I'm sure. Even though the food was really delicious.
I know. I was like, what is this?
This is a beautiful blue vase.
I like how the cane work. You get sometimes it's like the side of the cane.
Yeah.
It's not
like
just
those.
like little.
Isn't that cool? Love that one. They look like little eyes sometimes. Little creature eyes.
I like how that one is a little bit more transparent.
Yeah.
And so you get to see a little bit more.
It's $32. And I think the last vessel we have for you is this one. And this one is also $32, ITL 13.
I love this one because it looks like an old Roman.
Yeah, it's got the little handles up here. And so beautiful.
That beautiful cobalt color.
The cobalt with the white. And I found one other one of these online, and I think it was already sold out, but it had less white in it. And this one just looks so much better.
Well, we tried to pick some really good things for y'all.
Yeah.
We couldn't bring like a ton of stuff.
Especially these. Like, there's only so many of these you can pack away inside your rolled up jeans and without risk breaking them.
This one got packed in the soft t-shirts.
The soft t-shirts. I love the blue vase, says Marianne.
Isn't that pretty?
Kimberly says, wow, love that blue and white.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got you really good prices on these two. 38, 38, 28, 32, and 32. Hey, Teresa, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So these are the current vases available. Again, I can't tell you if anything's sold because our computer is taking its good old time. If I restart, it's going to take even longer. Yep. It's working on it. It's working on it. It's because it's bringing up all the programs that were up before. The only other thing, you can grab my iPad from downstairs if you want to. I don't actually know where. I think it's on the coffee table. All right, so that is that. I'm gonna put these away, I think. We have this little piece of tape to tape this lid down just so it doesn't fall off. And let's put these away.
Yeah, I think we picked some pretty colors.
Yeah, if this one doesn't sell, I will be okay with that.
I like the cobalt one with the feathering.
This one, yeah, Andrew.
Because it looks ancient already.
So we've picked ours out if they don't sell.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Really. I picked them out so that if we didn't sell them,
we're okay with keeping them.
Yeah, we might make a little Italy section in our store though.
Yeah, depending on what sells and doesn't sell.
One of the shells.
Welcome back from Italy.
Hopefully it all sells, but you never know.
Never know. Thank you, Suzanne. Says bless you. And we'll put this one away. Last view on those for tonight. Okay, I'm going to take a drink real quick. I'm drying out a little bit. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Okay. Let's see. What's next? What's next? That was 13. These are so cool. We have about 4 or 5 lots of these, and we just made mixed lots, and they're all priced the same. I could not look these up. I don't know. I don't even know what they're called. I was trying to figure out what they're called. But they're super, super cool. Kim says, trying to pay attention to the cell and my daughter's insurance questions. That's funny. These are Venetian glass beads. They're kind of like a netted glass. You do want to be careful with these. Because you know they're glass, but they're fragile. But they're just so cool. And they're generally in 2 sizes. I'll give you an idea here. Generally, oops, that's still in inches. Let me flip it. About 15 and a half and 12 and a half. And we've just made mixed lots. This is lot 14. And you get 6 beads in each, and they're $12. So only $2 a bead, which I think is an excellent deal. And you get different colors. Teresa's had my cardio appointment today, and EKG was great. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Okay, and here is 15. 15 are these. You get like 2 of the brown, 1 of the larger yellow, 2 of the small blue, and 1 of the larger blue. That's ITL 15. ITL 16. Marion says, so interesting, aren't they? They're super cool. And this is the only one that has a green bead. Most of them are yellow, blue, and brown. This one has a green one in it, a little green. And so you get 2 large ones and 4 of the smaller size. Actually, no, this would be considered a larger one. 3 of the larger ones, 3 of the smaller. They do vary. And yeah, I think we have 2 more lots. I think we had a total of 5 of these. ITL 17 is this one. And this one has a really big one. Like some of these have some really big ones. There might be more like 3 sizes. I don't know. 16 and a half, 15, and then the smaller. Bumping my thing here. Okay.
Are you showing the round? Those are the round beads.
Is that what they're called? I was like, I can't figure out the name of them because I couldn't find them anywhere.
Did you see the byproduct?
No.
So I can show you a picture of.
Okay, let's see. We've sold 1, 2, some 1s, some 2s, some 4, 5, 6, 5, 3, 7, 2, 1, 8, 8, 8, 1, 3, 8, 9.
So that's like.
Oh, that's what that was from. I remember that now.
So this is the like when they have the extra.
So of the vessels, just so everyone knows, we have sold number 9. That is the blue one
With the stopper.
with the stopper. Number 10 has sold. Number 11 has sold. I don't think 12, the tall blue one.
The light blue one?
The light blue one, that one has not sold. And 13 has sold. So only number 12, ITL 12, did not sell. I'm really surprised on that one.
Here are the I don't know if you can see that very well, but these are the tests for the colors, and you can see those are the same colors as the beads. So we showed those opalescent beads, and we showed those 1 green beads.
And I'm trying to see. Let's see. Was it? Teresa ordered. Trying to see, Teresa, if we got
You in
your.
the spam?
That's what I'm looking. I don't see anything as coming across for you, Teresa, because you said you had ordered two things, the mixed bag and the vessel, but
Are you making sure you're sending it to info@allegorygallery.com?
yeah, because I'm not seeing, and I went into junk just to make sure. I have nothing in my junk mail from you, and nothing in the inbox from you. So make sure you're sending to info@allegorygallery.com. It is possible it's taking a while to get to us. That sometimes happens, and it may pop up later.
Well, I'll just send it again just to be safe.
Yeah, but it may mean you messed out in the vessel. Sorry, but we do have 12. 12 is still available. This one, I've not seen a number 12 come through, so that larger blue one is still available. And let me show you the last one of these. Kimberly says, "Did you see my emails?" Kimberly, yes, I am seeing some of your emails come through at various points. And says, "I have some beads like this in another shape. I always call them spun sugar beads."
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the last one of these. Is this one? So let me see if these are sold. Let me tell you. Let's see. We have sold of these. Let's see. That's number 14. 14 is sold. 15 is still available. 16 has sold out. 17 and 18 are still available at this moment. Kimberly said, "These are so cool. Did I get 16?" It does look like you've got 16. Yes, two people tried for it. It looks like you've got it. As long as I'm not missing anything. So that other person that tried for 16, if you want a different one, you can grab it. We've got 17 and 18 still available. Teresa says, "Yes, the address is right." I don't know. I'm not seeing any email from you here. Like I said, it may still be out. We've had a few people that their emails have been delayed lately. We just sold 18. So 18 is just sold. 17 is still available. So I'm going to take away these ones that are sold. 14 is sold. 15 was sold. No, wait. No, 15 is not sold. 14 is sold. 16 is sold. 15 is still available. 17 just sold. Thank you so much. Marion says, "Is it still Mercury retrograde or do we blame solar storms for tech issues?" It is still Mercury retrograde until the 29th. And then you got that lovely week-long shadow period generally. So 15, it looks like it's still available. I still have a 15. So if you're interested in that, there's one left, and it is this one. If you didn't get any of the other ones or missed out, or just want another to make more pairs, maybe, who knows? All right, so that was that. Now we're going to do some of the kind of individual beads for a while. And these are some individual beads that we thought were interesting that we picked up. We're giving you extra special pricing on these just to, why not? And This is the first one. There's only one of each of these.
The place we bought these, they said that they don't usually sell the loose beads,
No.
but they liked us so much that they let us pick some.
Yeah. So this is the first bead, and this is approximately 25 and a half by 12 and a half millimeters. And it's got that gold stone in there. They were actually talking about how hard the gold stone was to make.
I mean, that's what we got from.
Yeah, from the the translations, right? The beautiful cane work, beautiful bead, one bead available, ITL 19, direct from Venice. Sorry, y'all. ITL 20. This is another one of these larger beads. This time in the kind of red colors with the gold stone flowing through it. Right, this is that one is very oceanic, right? This one is approximately 24 and a half by 12 and a half. And ITL 21, we have two of these available. And they're $16 each. We've just sold 20. Thank you so much. I'll just put that away so we don't tease anybody with it. This is 21. Two of these available. These beautiful large beads. We were only going to get one of these, and we're like, well, maybe two people want them, or somebody will want a pair. So we grabbed both of these. These are $16 each only, and they are lovely. We've just sold 19 multiple times. Thank you so much. That one is going away. Appreciate that. So these are approximately 15 and a half by 55 and a half millimeters.
We
ITL
called
20.
these Milli Rosa.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be little roses.
Like Millefiori, Milli Rosa.
And then they use real gold for the foil.
You can see the gold foil in there. So we got those, ITL 21.
Those are yellow roses. Those are real beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow roses are symbols of friendship.
Anybody want to make friends, beady friends?
AG Bead fan.
Right. Marianne's drooling over 21. I know, right? They're so nice. I particularly like this one with the kind of black streak going through the white glass, but
Oh, my ears are still popping.
yeah, I know.
Every time I yawn funny, then it starts to pop again.
I love this bead. It looks like a face, the way they've done like a mouth with ears and eyes on the one side. But in this side, they've got like the Italian flag colors. And it's just, this is actually a vessel. I was thinking it was a bead. This is not a bead. This is a tiny vessel. And priced only at $10. So there you go. It is a little, it's a little ears. It's so cute. So there you go. Thought it was a bead. Didn't realize it wasn't drilled all the way through. There you go, $10. And from ear to ear, it's about 28 by about 19. 21 is really gorgeous, says Jermaine. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there were I see something popping up for you to erase it now. So something's working now. I don't know why it wasn't before. So far, we've sold 121. So a lot of people are loving it, but only one person's grabbed it. We've got one left.
Don't push it too hard.
He's like, I'm keeping that one. All right.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. Are you allowed to keep any? This is 23. Look
Ooh,
at
that's
that.
a fun one.
$16.
That one should be more. Look at it. It's got the gold stone.
I know.
She was saying how it's very difficult to make it.
We had this at 18, giving it to you for 16. Computer's trying to get me to sign in yet again.
So surprised. That's very it looks very contemporary.
Kimberly says, did I get 19? Let me check. Kimberly, you did not get 19. You missed out on 19.
Look at them little, like a little face.
This one I was going to price higher, but Andrew was saying I was pricing some stuff too high.
Look, it's got a little face.
Right there, looking at you. Eyes and a mouth.
It's like a Wang Chimuto painting.
Jermaine says, you two made great selections.
Boy, it was hard.
It was hard. 23 has just sold. Thank you so much.
Next we go, I'm going to go with a bigger budget.
And bigger suitcases.
We're gonna
wear.
not gonna pack the 10 sweaters.
I used all those sweaters though. But
we're gonna have to do.
We're gonna make
use of the lavatoria, and because it was a little bit bulky.
Here's this one. This is $12.
Or maybe go in the summertime when it's hot, and then we have like tank tops.
Right, shorts and tank tops.
Boy, I saw somebody at the airport with shorts on. I said, it is too cold.
That was that was the DC airport too. It was even colder.
Too cold, and they so short.
They were very short.
I was like, am I going to see like a nutsack?
They're going to have an unexpected reveal. It's really hard not to ask for everything, says Jermaine. So this one is approximately 22 by 12.
And he wasn't the only one.
To me, they are barnacles.
That one kind of looked like an owl to me. Look, it's got two eyes for owl and a little beak.
The gold stone in this, they're so pretty. These stripes, like they are vibrant. They really
sparkle.
Like we've had some Venetian glass before. Like we picked it. These are good.
Very. Who said our van is okay?
The van is okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a miracle.
It is a miracle. So we have not talked about that. Other than everybody knew that it went into the garage.
It's still there.
It is still in the garage. Mom has been an angel, running our cars around. She got our other car inspected while we were gone. It needed 4 new tires. It needed 6 different lights replaced, I think.
I was like, I didn't even know it had.
I didn't even know it had those lights out, but apparently they were all out.
I said, what is this for anyway?
These little side marker lights. It needed a hose or an exhaust clamp. And my dad too, I got to give him credit.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing all the work. She's running it around to places and getting us all sorted out. 24 just sold. Thank you. And the van, they thought the van was going to need a brand new transmission, which pretty much means like that was not getting done. Like that was not going to happen on our budget right at the moment. But my brother apparently found something online that people were talking about, and they sent it. My mom has, this is $8 for this lot of 4.
What? Oh boy.
And
If y'all don't grab that, I'm gonna grab it. Cause it's like $8 a bead. Well, maybe $4 a bead.
I looked them up. They're pretty.
I
They
don't care. Whatever.
I tried to do them fair. They're better than some places online, I will say that. But these are really beautiful.
Those are nice.
And you get the whole set for $8. And these ones are approximately 9 by 24. 9 by 24. That one just sold. Done. Thank you.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
At all.
Normally those are closer to $3 a bead. I did them at $2 for you all. And says, is getting vehicles inspected in PA a thing? I don't ever remember getting a vehicle inspected. Oh yes, every year.
Oh yeah, it seems like every day.
Every year you have to have your vehicle inspected in Pennsylvania, and you take it to the inspection station, and they go over your tires, and they go over all the brakes, and they check all the other stuff. And that's why we had to do all the suspension work in the garage we did the other year, because that was not letting it pass inspection. And this year it was tires and the clamp for the exhaust and the lights. And the van was, that's why we did the brake work on the van this year, because I needed that to be inspected. But anyway, the van is still in the garage, and thankfully my brother found something that this guy says he's tried on a number. Is that okay for both of those? Okay. And we have a mechanic that my mom works with all the time that's willing to try these things. That's not the right number. Where's my, these are falling out of order. Is that okay for those? 4 of them for that. Okay. Marianne saw a girl in short shorts on Saturday. It was about 40 degrees.
Right.
They must run hot. Yeah, they
We
must.
saw some teenagers, and I was like, they must have the hormones, because like I was cold just looking at them, and I was wearing a scarf, a hat,
I know.
coat.
These are these side drill drops, and you get all 4 of them for $8. And they're 4 different colors. ITL 26. But my mom has been working on all of this and figuring it all out, and talking with my brother, and talking with transmission specialists and the guy at the shop. And so they tried this thing, and Andrew said that it just came back that it actually worked, and our van is working again without a newly rebuilt transmission, which is amazing, because we were very worried that we were not getting our van back, because that was very possibly a thing that could happen. Does this have a hole? Yeah. On both sides? One side. So I didn't realize that. But this is a pair. This is a bead. This one
Just for fun.
has a hole there. Wait, maybe it does. Do you have that string again? You had? I want to see if it goes through. Thank you. Okay, so this is half drilled. So you could make a head pin out of this or something if you wanted to. Glue something up in there. So it's not fully all the way drilled, but this is kind of like a little set. They're this green and gold. And you get them both for $8. We've sold 26. Thank you so much. Those drops. Transmissions are expensive, says Mary. Yes, they are. We did not think that we were going to get out without having to rebuild ours at some point in time. And thankfully, so it's been Mercury retrograde, like for sure around us. And Mom has been taking care of us while we're away by doing all this stuff. This is the same two set, only this time it's green with silver instead of green with gold. And this one again is half drilled. This one is drilled all the way through. The nugget. That's such good news. I mean, we were all putting our minds to it. Is that okay? I did that one at that. Okay.
Go ahead, let them have it.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay. This is ITL 29. And it even has the old made in Italy sticker still on it. And it's this little charm. And it's this evil eye bead set in a silver. I don't know if it's silver, but it's silver colored at least. Bezel. And it's a cute little charm. And we have it at $12. Andrews, we were going to do it a little bit higher, but he's like, let him have it.
Made in Italy.
Made in Italy. Let him have it. $12. I think it's super cute. Your mom is awesome, says Mary. Yes, she is. She's been running around like crazy for us. Our car did not pass inspection the first time, so she had to get things fixed on it and then take it back to the inspection station. All while we were gone. She did all this while we were gone, in the time that we were gone.
We kind of knew about it, but we also didn't know.
She was trying to not bother us too much with it. And we had no idea. We knew that it needed 2 tires. And she's like, okay, I can work on that. And we had no idea it was going to need 4 tires.
An expensive guide.
And this bead,
isn't that nice?
And I priced it low for y'all. $8.
Holy smoke.
$8.
Y'all know whenever we've had Venetian beads in the past that we didn't hand pick and drag across the world. And they're more expensive than that.
Right. This one, there's the hole in that one. I love this bead.
Mm-hmm. What are the colors? Is that green and red?
It's kind of, yeah, like.
Or blue.
It's a little bit green, a little bit brown.
And that kind of root beer color.
Yeah, really pretty. We've just sold it.
And let me tell you, when I said that we carried this across the world, we carried this across the world.
We've also sold 29. This little one. 30 tried to sell twice. One person grabbed it.
And strapped to our back.
All right, what are we getting into now? Whoa. What number was that? 30. 31. Where is 31? 31. There they are. Okay. 31 is another baggie of goodness. And these are kind of like almost like a milk glass white bead. Venetian glass. And you get a little baggie full of them. And these are approximately, I'm going to say 11.5 millimeters. 11.5 millimeters. And they're $10 for the bag. I'll leave a few out here so you can see them a little better.
I love those. They're like opalescent.
They're just so pretty.
The milk glass.
I know some of y'all collect the kind of white beads, white and black. These are really cool. And let's see here, 32. ITL 32. We have 2 of these available. They're $6 each. And look at those with the gold foil. Large hole. $6 a bead.
Look at it, it's glowing.
I know. Marianne says it's almost bedtime.
These ones we got at a different place.
Yeah. These are about 16.5 millimeters. The hole is about 5 millimeters.
We got those on Murano. And we were talking to her for like, seemed like a long time. And we were like, so how do people live here?
Yeah.
And she's talking about how like they are like a functioning community, so they have to have access to the mainland.
Yeah, we were like, when does the boat stop? She's like, don't worry about that. We actually live here and we have to be able to leave. So the boats run at all hours. The water boats, water taxi, water bus.
Mhm.
These are $5 each, and there are 2 of them available.
I like Toronto. It was almost like the Brooklyn,
Yeah.
like, or maybe Queens. I don't know. Because it was like there was still like a lot to do, but it was a lot quieter.
Uh-huh.
Venice during the daytime and on, even though we were in the off season, was a little bit overwhelming.
We've sold 1 of the 32 so far. Thank you so much.
The ones with the fire colors.
Yeah. None of the 33s. None of this one.
Oh, I thought that one.
No, the gold ones. We sold 1 of the gold ones. The fire colors, nobody's bought any of those yet.
I'm surprised.
I know.
But you just put it up.
Yeah. 34 is this one.
In the
$4.
So, and she said that she is like born and bred, like that's, you know, been there. And then she's saying how a lot of the people who live there, they're a part of the tourist industry now.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
they work like before it was like a manufacturing hub, and now it's much more tourist and centric.
We just sold 34. Thank you so much.
There's somebody saying that because the prices of the apartments and stuff have gone up so much, and there's all this like Airbnb and stuff, the locals can't really afford that living in the city, so they have to travel in by train from elsewhere.
Marius is not really sure Venice has a real off season.
It wasn't as busy as it is in the warmer time.
This is a foil bead, and this is only $4.
There were a ton of people, but it was, they said that in sometimes it's a wall to wall.
Yeah. It's about 14.5 millimeters.
That I'm not interested in.
The wall to wall.
No. Especially if it's hot. We stayed in
36.
Which is a little bit more touristy.
Mm-hmm.
And if we would have stayed like there's a Jewish neighborhood and the streets are a little bit wider.
Yeah.
which in like the Venice part, I think it's called Venese. Venese,
For which part?
the part that was all the alleyways and the bridges.
I know the Jewish part was ghetto.
Wow,
Ghetto.
it has another name. It's called I don't remember.
We've just sold the other 32. Thank you so much. Those are both sold out.
I have to look at my own notes.
Marianne, she was there in October.
Yeah, they said that November, like the middle of November, that's when stuff starts quieting down. And then there's a little bit of a bump for Christmas, and for New Year. But
Oh, we sold one of the 31s. Thank you so much. So far, anyway, the whites.
Cannaregio.
Hmm?
Cannaregio
Reggio.
is the Jewish neighborhood. But that, like, the ghetto is like when it's like Orthodox Jewish. And it's like, it's, I mean, that's is straight up. And then the other part of it is not as Jewish, but that's historically the Jewish neighborhood. Apparently, there were walls, and you weren't allowed to go into there.
Mm.
And but at some point, they tore down the walls, and they made it so other people could go inside.
This is a butterfly, a little foil glass butterfly. $8.
I just finished a book called Sword Catcher by Cassandra Clare. And even though it's fiction, I think it's kind of based off of Venice in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And, uh, the one main character, she is a religion that is. It sounds very similar to Judaism.
Okay, I'm gonna put these away. ITL 15 still hasn't sold.
Isn't it
One
weird
of
how all
those.
the other ones sold and then
I
there's
know
just this one?
It's that one left. So that's still available. We just sold the butterfly, 37. Thank you so much. So weird sometimes when one doesn't sell. I guess
It's
people.
like, what's wrong with this one?
I know. Why didn't anybody like it? 21, we still have one of these available, I believe. We sold one of them, but we still have one available. So that is also, I'm going to put those away though.
The Teresa things ever shot?
Not the previous ones, but I'm getting some current ones. 22, the little glass vessel, the little eyes and mouth vessel is still available, and that is $10 only. Oh, 15 just sold. Thank you so much. And 27 is still available. That's this set for $8. That's the one half drilled and the fully drilled. And again, this set, $8, 28 still available. And then I'm going to move these up. All of these are still available, these individual beads, except 37. Let me put that away. That's the butterfly that's sold out. Thank you. Thank you. All right, 38. 38, $6. for this one probably should be more. $6.
With the gold.
The gold and the blue with a large hole.
Yeah, especially how expensive gold is now.
Right. $6 on that one. This one is about 13.2 by 17 millimeters. Jermaine said, did my bid for 36 go through? Oh, it just did pop up. Yes, thank you. I missed that. So 36 is sold. Thank you, Jermaine. 39 is another gold one. 38 says Marianne, right? If you like 38, you might also like 39. It's also $6. And it has the gold with some green and some red. Lovely, lovely round swirly bead. And this one is approximately 14, well, we'll say 15 millimeters. ITL 39. We've just sold 38. Thank you so much. I'll put that away. Susan says, I can't believe how expensive gold and even sterling are now.
They're all double.
Yeah, it's wild.
I think silver will go back down. It may take a while. Like the thing about the current events is that we are not in a stable time period.
39 has just sold. 39 has sold multiple times. Sorry, we've got the one. Marianne said it's nice, but 38 has me drooling. Drool no longer. It is sold out, both of them.
I feel like once things settle down, we'll have a little bit more affordability with precious metals.
This is a ring.
You have the ring size for you?
I don't. This is the troublesome
I think
thing.
it's a 7.
It fits my pinky. I don't know what that
7.
is. Around a 7. $28. This is Venetian glass. Venetian glass ring.
This is not for the roller derby.
No. Beautiful matte kind of glass ring.
This, you put your hand up if you fall, not hand forward.
Yeah, I think it's
You gotta
probably
do the tuck and roll.
around. He's probably right. It's probably around a 7. We don't have the sizer here though. But
Maybe. Put it in your mind.
put it in your mind. It may show up.
Everybody focus on a ring.
Focus on a ring sizer.
And it shall be.
There might be one in the basement.
Maybe.
Actually,
Maybe in this room.
I think in the basement there's a cup with one of them in it from the old store. But there you go, $28, which is a really good price on that. We got a little bit of a deal on that one.
Because she liked
She
us.
liked us.
She said we could call her Julie.
Yeah, she's like, my friends call me Julie.
She said friends and family.
Yep. Ooh. Andrew almost killed himself for it, but
well, this needs to get took
he
care
found the ring sizer.
I'm gonna throw it.
Toss it gently as he overhand throws it to me. Toss it gently into the air.
In the loving hands. See, you little face, y'all.
Let's see. This is 7.5 inches. 7.5, size 7.5 ring. ITL 40. $28. Venetian glass ring. Who has one of those? All right. 41 through 45. I don't know how best to do this. Maybe point the camera at me again. I think that's going to be how it's going to happen. These are all going to be 98 if they don't sell. We're giving you a special price of 78. They are leather tote bags.
I dragged all this business all over.
We got
Venice.
such a good deal on these. We couldn't pass them up. Like, it was worth toting them around.
And
Um,
it's the real leather.
It's
too.
real leather. You know, we're not meat people, but these bags are nice. And I'm gonna flip the camera because I think it's gonna be easier.
I thought about keeping one.
Yeah, if they don't sell, we're definitely keeping one, each of us.
Because he picked the orange one.
I picked the orange one, and I also picked a green one. So if the orange or the green don't sell, this is what they look like.
So they're nice and sturdy.
They're nice and sturdy. They have this that you can tie to secure it,
Which I wish I had on my bag when we were on the plane.
right? Because it always flops open, right? So you can tie this down to help secure your belongings.
And nothing slides out.
They have a pouch on the inside
Made in Italy.
that says genuine leather, made in Italy. You get this little pouch. Might want to, keep your phone or your keys or whatever, and all stitched in really well. And then the rest of it, it has a stitched in base so that it has something to support it so it doesn't sag on the bottom. It's hard to show you, but if you can see in there, there's this black base that's stitched in to keep that from dropping out.
So it doesn't collapse.
So it doesn't, fall, and then it's just unlined. So it's just a nice leather bag. This is ITL 41 for the orange.
Nice and sturdy.
Nice and sturdy. Sorry, the camera's backwards.
Hold up the number with it, Vanna.
ITL 41, $78 for you all. I might have to do a little extra shipping charge because it's going to have to be probably an upgraded box, a bigger box than we normally use. But if you want a nice leather bag, honestly, these are super affordable and really nice. This is a nice bright orange color.
We saw them at another place for way more.
Yeah. So we got a good deal on these. And so the orange is 41. I'm gonna actually write that on my paper so that I know. All right, so that's orange. Same thing, green.
It's a beautiful green.
Yeah, I love this green. Again, I was gonna keep the orange one, but then I saw the green one, and I said I will put them both up, and if one of them doesn't sell, I will get that one. So this is ITL 42, $78. Beautiful green. Again, same. They're all the same. They have unlined, they have the pocket pouch in there, and they have the extra base in there.
The nice thing about that is that it's if you put stuff inside, it's not going to get soggy. Sometimes with the cotton bags, if your bag gets wet, then the stuff inside the bag gets wet.
Yeah. So
this I would dry it as soon if it gets wet at all, but at least it'll have some kind of protection.
yeah.
Also, if you carry around tools and stuff like I do, sometimes you get stabbed in it.
Yeah.
So this is nice because
No stabbing through leather.
and if you do, then you need to put a cap on it or something. Now this is a beautiful robin's egg blue.
This is kind of a robin's egg blue. It looks gray maybe on camera, but it is a nice. Let's see if we can get
bluish, greenish gray.
Yeah.
Kind of turquoisey.
It's really pretty. And yeah, it looks more gray on camera. It is more blue in person.
Kind of a Tiffany blue, maybe a little bit darker than Tiffany blue.
Yeah, it's a little darker than like a robin's egg, but it is that kind of color. And so this one is ITL 43. They'll probably go to the store, honestly, in Johnstown if we don't sell these, the ones we're not keeping, and at $98 because they're well worth it. It's a really nice leather bag.
I mean, the leather alone costs probably.
I mean, the leather is thick. Like that's like a 2.5 millimeter leather. So that's a nice thick leather.
My one regret is that I didn't get that handmade wallet in.
No, you didn't.
Because I was like, oh, we'll walk by this when we come back on the train.
Uh-huh.
And then we went some different way up and down the mountainside,
Yeah.
which was real pretty, but we didn't. Oh, this one.
This is another one I could easily keep.
I could keep this one too. I love that color.
It's kind of what burgundy,
Oh my gosh, this was
like
like
a Merlot
color in Italy.
Yeah, this color was everywhere.
Oh my gosh, this was on like every single mannequin.
Along with like a taupe,
Uh,
like off brown.
yeah, but this kind of deep kind of Merlot kind of
Oxblood, says Marianne. Yeah, it's really pretty.
kind of a purpley red.
It has a purple color to it.
Mm-hmm. This is
Maroon,
a
says
very
Susan.
popular color.
Yeah. So there's that one. And
And I can see why. You know what? That's that Prada color.
yeah. And then the last one, if anybody's interested,
Of the bags. I almost kept this one.
this is the one Andrew's gonna keep, the gold.
My friend Susie got a silver one. Hers is not as fancy as these ones, but she got a silver one, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll get the gold one.
Get the gold. But yeah, beautiful.
Maybe hers has a flap that goes on the top, but I don't think it had the inner pouch in hers.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And it definitely didn't have the ties.
So this is ITL 45, $78 if you're interested in those. So it says, Andrew, that bag has your name on it.
I know.
Of course, Andrew wants gold, says Marianne. It does match your shoes.
I know. I kind of like everything to be a dead neutral color, and then your shoes is
the blingy shoes,
gold.
Right? What is the number for the maroon, says Teresa? That was 44. ITL 44.
This is a beautiful one.
Yeah, that's a really nice. They're all exceptionally nice colors. We picked our favorite.
I mean, there was 36 colors to choose.
Yeah.
From. So, and we were 100% not going to bring one. I mean,
we almost didn't get these back because they were so heavy.
Yeah, because I was like, where are we going to put this? I said, William, next time we go, we're going to get a change person.
Right. So 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. All right. So far, they're all still available.
I know those are not.
They're not bead. They're not our things. Yeah, but we couldn't, like, we got such a good deal, we couldn't refuse grabbing a few of them. All right. So
when we went to one place and was they were way more expensive.
Yeah.
Well, a couple places.
So
And I was like, oh.
All right. Then we have a few more things. I'm going to flip the camera back around. William should keep the green bag as well. Yeah, I don't know, green or orange. I'm really on an orange kick because the orange iPhone, and I've always loved orange. It's like giving me the excuse to love orange again. So we'll see. I do like the green one though.
They're both nice.
When we got them back to the hotel, I was like, do I really want to try to keep the green or the orange? Okay. So for those of you who like things that Andrew likes. Andrew found some micro mosaics. Jermaine says, I love those bags trying to hold back. Well, we just sold 44. So that's the maroon one. Thank you so much. That one is sold. So the orange, the green, the blue, and the gold are still available. Don't wait. That's $78 for a nice leather bag like that. I think is a really good deal.
So I collect these, and I got this from my own personal collection. This is a Venetian micro mosaic. But we went to the place in Murano where they sell the stuff to make it. And I got a couple of things, but I didn't get the stuff from Micro Mosaic because
You don't need another hobby.
I need more beads
More beads than
another painstaking.
Marianne's is beautiful.
And that one
I'm surprised he decided to part with
this
these.
is vintage.
Marianne says, I do like orange, but that green is so nice, right?
This not new one. This is vintage.
Vintage. Yes, vintage micro mosaic.
And it's a nice
It's a pin. You can wear it.
But they also sell converter too. So
Stamped.
you just slip it on and
Italy.
and it's got the blue around the border is slightly kind of like got like almost like a cat's eye happening.
That is so pretty.
And this is very like indicative of this style.
And then 47 is this one.
I like that color in the background. It matches that one bag.
Yeah, it does. Beautiful micro mosaic. $48 for this one, 46 for the other.
Vintage.
Vintage Italian, stamped Italy. Vintage Italian micro mosaics. Pins. ITL 47. Now, Kimberly, are you still out there? Because you made a comment on a post that you liked this. I think it was this one, the sunflower ceramic bowl.
That's from our friends.
That's from our friends, where we learned to do the tiles. And you never said you actually wanted one, but we wanted to bring this back. This is offered to you first. We'll do it for 20.
Sure.
Do it for 20. That takes into account the exchange rate and the carrying it back to the US. So if you are interested in this little bowl, it is available.
Does it say? Oh, that's the name of their business.
Yeah. If you want it, it's $20. If you do not want it, sold. She said, okay, I was gonna say you don't have to take it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make
a paper.
I'm gonna make a paper for it so that I lost my papers. Just cut one up. And yeah, you were the only one I think. Oh, thanks. You were the only one I think that mentioned that they liked one of them. Yeah. So we picked that one out and brought it back. It was one of the we picked a nice one for you, I think. We tried. ITL 48. So if you just send us an email, ITL 48.
Yeah, he looked at these two different bowls and they're almost exactly the same. He's like, "Is this one better?" I was like, "Just pick one."
Just pick one.
And so we're gonna be here all day and gonna grow the roots into the ground.
Okay. So
Except I was nicer in Italy.
no comment, y'all. No comment. So that's the show for tonight, y'all. Ended on 48. But we're gonna have more things. We have a few more beads, individual beads. We have a few
some vintage plastic.
Vintage plastic from Italy. few more individual beads. We've got a few more things to show you that we'll put on tomorrow's show. But we've got a lot of stuff here to do, so didn't want to make this extra long.
Even though we just talked for like 2 hours.
Even though we did anyway. We did it anyway. But yeah.
I'm getting weak.
Getting weak. Yeah, we just got a lot of stuff to do in the house.
You lay down.
Lay down, he says. Maybe he's saying, we'll do the house stuff tomorrow.
I'll just lay down.
You do the house stuff. Huh. We still gonna make dinner too. I don't know.
I just go to bed. I had some cake.
All right. And with that, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah,
If you
thank you.
If you have any questions, you know how to reach us. Send us an email. It's nice to, quote unquote, see y'all. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow at the normally scheduled time and place, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we hope you have a great evening. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Thank you for picking out the things that you have. And we really do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
See ya.